And we have also learned through an FBI agent in Milwaukee, none of these subpoenas are valid, Your Honor, and we could simply take the approach that we are going to ignore them, which is the approach that the Department of Justice is taking with the subpoena that was issued to the FBI agent. However, we are asking this morning for a comfort ruling from the court so that I can report to our police officers that they are not going to be in contempt of court when they do ignore those subpoenas. Mr. LaHolt,
upon squashing my subpoenas, it's going to have a negative impact on my ability to defend myself at trial. If so be, I will reissue those subpoenas today with your assistance if he needs a state or a stamp or a judge approval on them.
Your subpoenas are not valid and cannot be enforced by you or by this court. I do not notice in the documents that I have that the city has provided me and has provided with you.
Request your assistance in issuing the subpoenas.
Well, you can see my clerk after court, and she will handle that matter. All of the subpoenas that you have issued, all of them are invalid and will not be honored by this court.
would you like me to draft an order, Your Honor?
Yeah, and I will sign it and provide Mr. LaHolt with a copy of that.
Thank you.
Subpoenas. Reasonable number. You have to show. This is a municipal ordinance violation, and I would have to tell you now in front of Mr. Running in this court that this court is not going to, unless you can show me specifically why these witnesses are all necessary, will not issue those subpoenas, that number of subpoenas.
May I ask what Mr. Runny has not informed me of who he plans on having to be at the trial. I'm simply asking that these people who have direct information and evidence in my case be there.
You have to show me that, sir. I don't see where.
Since I am one of those persons,
Yeah, I'm not sure how Mr. Running has direct involvement as a prosecutor.
I tell you that I do not.
I would be willing to work with Mr. Running on a list of people.
Well, go ahead and work with him. He's right here.
Okay. I'd be willing to work with you, Mr. Running, on a list of people that you approve for.
Done, Your Honor? Thank you.
Motion the court for a jury on this case.
Sir, jury trials are not allowed in municipal courts by statute.
I have filed a motion. I have not heard back. I'm looking for an official ruling on my jury request. Are you telling me this is my official ruling on my jury request?
Sir, this court does not have jurisdiction in jury matters. This is not a criminal court. Therefore, there's nothing to tell you.
Okay.
This court does not have any jurisdiction for a jury trial. I can't even do a jury trial which are authorized by statute for OWIs. They have to go to the circuit court. That's by statute. I have no jurisdiction.
Is that my understanding that my request for jury is denied? That's my official understanding as of today.
There is no request for a jury in this court. This court has no jurisdiction in jury matters. It's not here.
I'm just saying I filed motion.
I'm not even addressing it, sir.
I filed motions for a jury request and I have yet heard back. As of today, you're telling me I have no jury.
I have no jurisdiction.
At this moment, I'd like to submit Exhibit A into evidence.
That's not here.
Bailiff, would you please?
Sir?
Do you want me to approach the bench?
No, I do not, and I do not want that. I'm done.
I motion my trial be moved to Jefferson County.
It's too late. Statutes do not allow for that.
Is that your official ruling?
Yes, sir.
Are you going to accept my Exhibit A for evidence? Thank you.
In fact, I'm done, sir. Thank you.
Mr. Rennie, good morning. The question is the list of subpoenas. I'd be willing to work with you on what you think is an acceptable personnel for the subpoenas so that we can move forward? You do know that some of these people are critical to my case as much as it is for you.
I don't know that.
Okay, well, I'm just going to say that if you have nobody show up at trial, you're going to have a hard time prosecuting me. So I'm assuming you're going to have somebody show up at trial to support your case. There's no reason to subpoena those people if they're already going to be there. Out of the ones that are left, there may be only one or two that I'm interested in actually having a subpoena with. So, do you have an idea of who you may have at the trial?
I don't.
You don't. Okay, do you have an idea what you will allow me to have subpoena? How many people is acceptable to you to be subpoenaed?
I haven't seen your justifications for subpoenaing those people, so I can't say whether I would agree or not.
Okay, would you agree that a witness is worthy of a subpoena?
Well, that's
A witness.
your case.
That's my case, that's correct.
I don't know what your trial preparation involves. I assume that you will want to have witnesses.
Correct.
You can apply to the court for subpoenas.
Which I did.
Understand that?
Which I did.
No, you haven't yet.
Well, we're in this
It's
state.
not my position to offer you legal advice.
And I'm not asking.
If you want to do what you want to do, you're going to have to comply with the procedures.
I'm asking you, do you have a list of people that you're going to have at trial?
So you're requesting a formal public records request?
Basically, I want to know who you're not going to be there, and I will subpoena the rest, is what it comes down to. There's only a few people that I actually really want.
I don't have a list.
Okay, I'm going to submit a verbal public records request right now requesting your witness list for this case.
I don't have a
Okay,
witness
very
list
good.
for this case.
If you plan to deny that request, please do so in writing in accordance with law.
Okay, I'm denying that request
Okay,
right
please
now.
do so in writing.
There is no list.
Okay, very good. Please do so in writing.
I'm also going to motion that this trial be moved to Jefferson County.
Okay.
Okay? Even though I understand that the judge says it's too late, it's not. I have plenty of time to motion, and we will be moving to Jefferson County.
Okay,
That's
good
your
enough. Let's get out of
prerogative.
here. We'll
Thank you.